Cool.
Right.
You want to get into it?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. And you paid rent for the studio, right?
I thought you did this time.
Well, it sounds like between the two of us, one of us
Yeah.
definitely paid.
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Which is great because it means that we can bring you your favorite music show on the internet. You are now tuned in to Ultrasound. Well, Jace, the year's coming to an end.
Yeah. I mean, I still got music that I'm playing catch up. I'm trying to listen to.
Yeah, well,
And you? I mean, how's your little journey going? I know you're trying to listen to all the music in existence.
Yeah, I had definitely a bit of a lapse in my perseverance.
Right.
Last episode. But I think now I'm back on track, right? I've crunched some numbers, I've looked into it a little bit, and I think if I cut out bathing and sleep, I might be able to put it all under my belt before I pass on.
Right. Well, hey, I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Well, the most important part is that on this new odyssey that I'm undertaking, there's a little island we've stopped at, and we're going to talk about it today. It's this new Jaime XX album, In Waves.
Well, guess who's back? Back again. It's Jaime XX.
Our favorite dude bro with the Jufro.
Yeah. Although at this time he's wavier, I might say.
Yeah, I see.
Right?
I see what you're going for. This new Jaime XX album is very exciting, right? DJ, producer, I assume all around good guy.
Probably.
This is his third solo release, though he is familiar with the duo and squad arenas.
He does. And I mean, most famously, he was a part of the XX, right?
Yeah, I mean that was kind of his big break.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, then why ask?
Yeah. I think it's cool that he's doing his own thing and kind of riding solo, right? Like, I approve. But it's also, a part of me does miss the XX.
Yeah?
Yeah, because, I mean, I just can't believe it. I mean, these two were making music together for so long, and now they're just not, which leaves me in a weird kind of, like, was it my fault that they made that decision? I just wonder, would they still be together if I were, like, a better listener?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like,
first off, it's not your fault, right? You're not to blame for whatever they decided to do.
Right.
That in mind, I don't think they broke up.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read anything on X about Jaime XX being axed from the XX, especially not him being an the XX member.
That's good news.
Well, I am happy that now he gets to do something different.
Exactly. Yeah, because I feel like the XX music is kind of seen as music for kind of witless knuckle draggers. And now that he's making stuff under his own name, he can do something a little more intellectual, cerebral, smarter.
It's true. Finally, music that makes you smarter. And not just engages you mentally, but also kind of demands a physicality.
And an urge to dance.
Well, that's why they call it dance music.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's scary. I mean, because I made the mistake of listening to this thing on a plane. And, I got so into it physically that they had to move me twice.
And yeah, now that we're talking about it, I'm a little concerned about any kind of artistic movement that sort of commandeers people's free will.
Free will, right, yeah.
Like this. It's a slippery slope, I mean, sure, we have dance music right now, and that's fine, but what's next? Smack your Grammy music, right? Smooch your co-host? For, like, as an example.
Sure, yeah, right. And I think a lot of the, the commandeering that you're, talking about, I think it has to do with and I did some research on this, a 4-on-the-floor drum beat.
Tell me more.
Yeah, well, it turns out, a lot that goes into a song's danceability is its percussion, inciting people to dance with your drums. And so there's this kind of famous beat, and it's called 4 on the floor, because you Well, you plant 2 of your feet on the ground, well, or the floor, I guess. And so then you take your 2 hands, and you have 4 now, kind of put them in front of you. And then you're supposed to kind of just, like this, to the music. And that's what that is.
And they moved you for that?
Yeah, twice.
Another controversy for United Airlines.
It is looking like it, yeah.
Well, it does feel like a lot of this music, this kind of dance music, features this sort of swell and drop trends, kind of a snakes and ladders.
Uh-huh.
This one felt a little different, more like I was playing musical whack-a-mole.
Right. Yeah, I like that.
You're keeping track of several layers at once, right? Several different elements of the song, and yet you're still, I don't know, I'm never overwhelmed, despite the fact that it feels like I might be juggling a lot.
And it's because it's doing its own thing, right? I mean, a lot of the work in this genre, it follows this pattern of up and down, and, it's kind of like chutes and ladders. And with this, it was like, personally, I felt more like I was playing, I don't know, musical whack-a-mole.
Really?
Yeah, what?
Just like that's like verbatim what I said.
Well, no.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Because you said snakes and ladders, I said chutes and ladders. I mean, it's two
okay, and the musical
different...
whack-a-mole?
That's what I have written here.
There's no way that's what you have written there. I'm seeing what you're doing. You're stealing my words.
I'm following my own,
Show me. No, show me longer than that.
Okay. I mean, it's just my notes. I don't know what you're...
Jace, what is this?
Well, what do you mean?
These notes. Do you write these?
Yeah, for every episode. Those are my notes for the episode.
These are just random words. It says menthol, cabinet. I can't even read. Does that say Jaime XX?
Yeah, well, it's just my unfiltered, raw feel on the music.
What is this?
What?
This one just says Fella Fall.
Fella Fall is a concept that I've come up with that I'm kind of trying to subscribe to and live by in the coming months.
So it's like a lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, it's designed, for the fellas, so that we can look out for each other and uplift one another before, cuffing season and the Lunar New Year tears us apart like it always does.
So it's like a brat summer thing?
What? I don't know what that is.
Like brat summer? It was like a whole thing this year. It was like the main kind of thing everyone was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow politics, so...
Okay, well, that's... whatever. Beside the point, you can just take these back. We're going to return now to a segment that I think I've grown a very strong affinity for. It's called Men on the Street. Woo! Lovely.
Nice, yeah.
This is a fun segment for us because we get to warp reality.
Affinity.
A little bit. We get to sort of break our physical constraints, free ourselves from the prison that we work out of and get out there in the world.
And it does feel, when we do this segment, like we really do move to some other place, which is...
we go elsewhere.
It's pretty special, yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, not just different place, but a different time too, right? Let's do the time warp.
Again?
Again, yeah.
Right.
Do the time warp.
Hey, let's do it.
Okay.
So we're, we're on the street, getting situated. Well, if it isn't another man on the street.
Hey.
Question for you. Did you listen to In Waves? It's the Jaime XX album that just came out.
Oh, yes, I did listen to In Waves, the new Jaime XX.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I really liked Breather.
Which one?
Breather, because that's me.
Oh, yeah.
I am a breather.
Right, hey, totally. I mean, I think I felt that way about Biddy on the Dance Floor.
Huh?
There's a Biddy on the Dance Floor.
Biddy?
Yeah, I just felt the same connection that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I'm like a Biddy on the dance floor. It's more because I know the moment of seeing that and how like, important that is.
Nice. For me, I really like the liveliness of the whole thing. I felt like it was an ecosystem.
Like a what?
An ecosystem, like a biome or something.
Yeah.
Right? You've got flowers, right? Daffodil. So
Okay.
a perfect, like, awesome, right?
Yeah.
I feel like every time we do it,
That was good.
It's better.
It's reliable.
It's consistent. Well, let's get down to brass tacks.
Verdicts?
Verdicts.
All right.
Right.
let's
We're
do it.
always trying to push boundaries with our verdicts.
Right.
And this episode is no different.
Yeah, so what have you put together this time for us?
Right, so I'm kind of in my mad scientist bag right now,
Okay.
brewing up tinctures and potions.
Nice.
Working with doctors on developing a new apparatus.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
So this is to kind of scientifically review the music?
Exactly. Not just the music, but my reaction to it, right? So we measured EKG and heart rate, cholesterol, melanin, serotonin, all of this stuff that kind of goes into how you think about music, about the world around you.
Okay, that sounds factual. Sounds scientific.
It was. There was this... It wasn't even a device. It was actually kind of a series of devices. The first one was this sort of cotton tube in the aisle that I would stick my hand through.
Whoa.
I'll be honest. It was kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
But I had my tunes, so I was all set. I did black out.
Ah.
Yeah, but I think that's when they gave me the IV and the MCAT.
All worth it, I think, in the pursuit of, accurately reviewing music.
Well, I'm an organ donor, so I know a thing or two about sacrificing my body for science.
Well, hey, thank you for your service.
You're welcome. And I ended up getting 150 over 80.
Okay, that's
so
good.
Well, we're still deciphering what it means.
Okay.
But suffice to say, I like the album a lot. I think. They're going to send me the results in a week.
That's exciting.
Well, I know that you didn't go through necessarily the same rigors, but I know you had a process. What did you end up getting?
Yeah, well, for me, my score for the album is going to be a 3 over 5.